So you need to apply for an ITIN number from the IRS, which is the Individual Tax Identification Number, which you might need for completing your 1040 tax return. But how do you go about it? Well, fear not, that is going to be answered in this video. Hi there, my name is Simon Mashevich from Optimised Accountants, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the W-7 form, which is the individual tax number. So in ITIN terms, it's the individual tax identification number. And that's really useful. And what I've done is I've pulled up this page from the IRS website, IRS being the tax authority in the United States. So just bear that in mind whenever you think about tax. You do not think about the HMRC as you would do in the UK or the Agencia if you're in Spain. This is the Inland Revenue Service for the United States. And it says here to use the W-7 form to apply for the IRS Individual Tax Identification Number, ITIN. But it's also used for renewal purposes as well. And we'll see that in the form. So if you have or you had an ITIN before, then don't worry, you can still use this beautiful looking form. I'm not sure why I'm joking there. So this is the W-7 form in its entirety. It's only one page. It wouldn't take too long to complete. Now, what it doesn't say on this particular form is how you get to the ITIN. So you can fill this form in, but then how do you get that to the IRS? Well, there are three ways of doing this. There's the first way, which is to go into an IRS office, and you will need to take this completed form, and you will also need to take in all the supporting documents, which I'll talk about a little later. You could go and send it off to the IRS if you are still in the UK, Spain, Hong Kong, or whichever foreign country you are in, but you still need a tax number for the United States. Danger with that is you're sending very important documentation overseas, and it could be lost, but it also could be picked up by someone you don't want to have that information in. And that's where ID fraud comes into it. So I'm always hesitant to send important documentation through the post. So maybe not that as an avenue. The other avenue to getting this completed sign off is at the bottom. It says you've got the acceptance agents. There are two types here. There's the acceptance agent who can do the W-7 form, or there is the more of an advanced version, which is a certified acceptance agent, okay? And they can fill in the forms and do all sorts of stuff for you. But those are the three ways. My preference is to use someone like as your acceptance agent to help you get the form filled in correctly, because any delays, errors will cause significant delays. Therefore, to get an ITIN number may take between 6 and 12 weeks. Okay, so the first thing to look at is this section at the top. It says reasons why you're submitting. You have to put a tick in here. So it's not just a list of great things of why you should get an ITIN number. But non-resident alien required to get an ITIN to get the tax treaty. Please let me just take you through this. Non-resident means not living in the United States, or you have no intentions of living in the United States, but you may have a business there. Okay. Alien, well, that's a nice term, isn't it? Alien. It basically means you're a foreigner, so you are not a green card holder and you are not an American citizen. So only people that have those doesn't need an ITIN form anyway, nor do they need to fill in the W-7 form. So an alien is a foreigner like myself that is looking to do some business in America, therefore needs an ITIN number. You may also need to buy a property in America, and you still need an ITIN number as well, by the way. Second part, non-resident alien filing a US federal tax return. Again, similar kind of thing. Where the first part is a tax treaty, whether you're getting to say, I don't want you to withhold any taxes from me. The second part is where you actually need to fill in a 1040 tax return to the IRS. Third part is US resident alien. So this is someone, again, that is an alien, so a foreigner, but living in the United States. And typically I would say residents, we've done videos on this, so please do go check those videos out separately on our YouTube channel. But anyone that is typically in America for 183 days would be a resident. You have to go back a couple of years as well to take those days. Bit complex for this video, so let's move on. Dependent of US citizen or spouse of US citizen, that's pretty much foregoing. And then finally you got these two parts where the last part is the same thing really, dependent on spouse. The part F is interesting. So a non-resident, again, someone not living in the United States but maybe studying in the United States for a period of time. Alien, student, professor, or researcher. So these guys could well be coming to the United States to undertake a course, but still need an ITIN number. Again, you may need that for mortgage purposes, but why would you have one of those? So there are many other reasons why a student might have an ITIN number. Okay, so that's the reasons, and you have to tick one. I mean, you can tick more, but it's basically you could tick the most important one for you. Okay. The next section is name. I have highlighted where it says first name, middle name, last name, because there's two boxes here. It's only for one person at W-7 form, by the way, but they have got three boxes for previous names. If you have previous names, make sure that you have your birth certificate to hand and you have a notary signed document to show your change of name. Really important that it's notarized to say that yes, this is a true reflection on a document and it is one that is showing the change of name. So really important to get that right. Hopefully you found that video to be of some use, but don't stop there. There is plenty of content that I think you should be watching, and here is the video that you should watch right now.